Welcome to the Miami Military Museum and Memorial at Zoo Miami. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Tom Gammon, United States Air Force, retired, and I'm joined today by
Major Larry Floyd, U.S. Army, retired.
As staff members of the Military Museum, we want to pay tribute to all the men and women of the United States Armed Forces and their families. Often deployments separate the families, as both Major Floyd and I have known. This video is to express our thanks to those military families, and we dedicate this reading of Counting the Days by Janeen Mason to all the children who wait patiently for their parents' return. Thank you. Counting the Days by Janeen Mason. Be brave, Mommy said. I will, Hunter promised. You too. The troop carrier roared down the runway with her mommy aboard. Hunter covered her ears until the wheels left the ground. She waved with all her might. You're all heroes, she and Daddy shouted in the wind. How long before she comes home again, she asked Daddy. This deployment lasts for 10 months, he said. No, how many days, she asked. 300 days. Hunter couldn't count that high. Hunter started a paper chain and decided to add one link for every day that Mommy was gone. Daddy bought a big calendar for the kitchen wall, and at night they marked the day with an X. Daddy read to her before he tucked her in. Some nights she fell fast asleep, but other nights she looked for Mommy all through her dreams. Hunter lost a tooth and worried that Mommy wouldn't recognize her when she came home. Again, 300 days was such a long time. She wished she hadn't promised to be brave. One afternoon, Daddy called her, "Hurry, Hunter, hurry." It was Mommy on the computer screen. "Hunter, I love you. I can't talk very long." "Wow, you've grown. Let me see your tooth." "Are you and Daddy taking care of each other?"
A lump filled Hunter's throat, and she couldn't think of what to say. She dashed off to her room and ran back, holding up the chain of days. 100, she whispered as the computer screen went blank. I counted. On Hunter's birthday, she unwrapped a present to find Mommy's favorite sweater. It smelled just like her. Daddy read the card. My dear Hunter, you're getting so big, but you'll never outgrow my love. Wrap yourself in this when you are lonely and know how much I miss you. Daddy smiled and wiped a tear off his cheek. Hunter and Daddy had a routine. If one worried, the other would remember how well trained Mommy was at her job and how well trained her troops were. When Hunter thought of something she wanted to share with Mommy, she made a drawing and added it to a stack next to the computer. Daddy kept a list. They saved up things to tell her. The paper chain grew. The calendar filled with X's, and they counted to 150 days. When Mommy called, Hunter and Daddy were making cookies as a surprise for the troops. They had so much to say. Hunter added the 200th link to this chain, and she let Daddy mark the calendar. but she was sad. They snuggled in to read their favorite book, and Hunter stopped them. "Wait," she said. She crawled out of his lap and came back with Mommy's sweater. "This will help. Thank you," he said. The calendar filled with X's, and Hunter counted 300 links in their chain of days. But where was Mommy? Mommy grabbed them and hugged them hard. "We missed you," Hunter said. 310 days, Daddy said. "I counted." "My heroes," Mommy whispered into their hair. "Child, take my hand that I may walk in the light of your faith in me," by Rami. Dear reader, deployment transitions can be difficult for everyone, especially children. Ask your children for things to make Hunter and her dad's life a little easier while Mommy is away. How much different would their lives be if Mommy was deployed on a big ship? Go to militaryOneSource.mil for a complete list of helpful resources available in your community. With a humble heart, I dedicate this to the experienced military kids who shared their wisdom to help others like Hunter. Harvey, age 4, Aaron, age 14, Tyler, age 12, Ocean, aka Nicholas, age 9, Janeen Mason, author and illustrator.